Good morning. It is an honor to be here with my family to share our Pediatric Intensive Care, or PICU, story with you all today. Our family lives right here in Omaha, where I grew up, and we decided to raise our children. We have been blessed with 6 healthy kids and a wonderful community of family and friends here. We are proud to call Omaha home. Our Children's Hospital and Medical Center story began in November of 2019. We had just had a great Thanksgiving Day together. Nicole's mother had come from Michigan to visit for the holiday. Katie had been a little fussy with a runny nose, and we didn't think much of it, not even a fever. We even listened to her lungs that evening, and everything sounded okay. We all went to bed that night, not knowing what the morning would bring. I went to Katie from her crib the morning after Thanksgiving, and she was gray and lethargic. We knew something was very wrong and jumped into our car and headed straight to Children's ER. Thankfully, Nicole's mom was at our home and stayed behind with the other children as we rushed off. The staff in the ER immediately began treating Katie. Her chest x-ray showed that she had acute respiratory distress syndrome and pneumonia. We quickly moved up to the PICU, where our world seemed to be falling apart very rapidly. Katie's oxygen levels were only reading in the 50s on 100% oxygen using a breathing tube. Her blood pH was low, so low it was incompatible with life. What are our options, we asked. How can we help her? Is there hope? Thank God we were at the only children's hospital in the region that had the capability to treat children with extracorporeal membrane oxygenation, or ECMO, life support. It was quickly decided that ECMO was the only hope, and immediately the ECMO team was successful in initiating a type of support called veno-venous, or VV ECMO. Katie began to slowly stabilize, and from that day she would remain on ECMO for the longest 53 days of our lives. Every day in the PICU, the doctors and nurses round with a multidisciplinary team. No detail was left untouched. A plan of care was agreed upon every day. Katie received excellent care from the PICU team every day, and we could not have been more grateful for that. The staff became our second family, a home away from home. They took care of us too. They included us in her plan of care every day. Katie's recovery was a result of everyone in every discipline working together, collaborating as a team, as we had never seen before. The PICU staff should be proud of this truly. After 53 days of ECMO, Katie was successfully decannulated and was able to be oxygenated using the more conventional methods of using a ventilator. She had a tracheostomy placed to improve her mobility and make it safer and easier for her. She had to go through withdrawal from massive amounts of sedatives that were used while she was on ECMO, and these were necessary to prevent her from injury. Her road was long, there were many obstacles, and throughout it all, the doctors and nurses gave us hope, and that was steadfast. We didn't know what the next day would bring in the PICU, but we did know that we were surrounded by the best team that we could possibly ask for. This team is top-notch, and we will be forever grateful to them. As we look around, we see this beautiful new building, the Hubbard Center for Children, home to the new Pediatric Intensive Care Unit. It has been constructed beautifully, colorful hallways and rooms, well thought out floor plans, new amenities, and I see this building as a building that would bring hope to patients and families that will be cared for here. A building is only a building, a structure to be filled. What will really make this building come to life is the heart and soul of Children's Hospital and Medical Center, the doctors, nurses, and staff that dedicate their lives to caring for these kids. Kids like Katie that beat the odds, thanks to God above and the amazing staff here, that we will never forget and be forever grateful for. Thank you.